Check, check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Mobalon sponsored Mr. Hair Art Show. I'm your host, Ronnie Mack. You guys know me as Mr. Hair Art and Coach. And we are live. We are live, live, live. We're live on multiple different channels and multiple different platforms, on multiple different platforms. And hold on, I think my audio, let me turn my audio on this thing. It's supposed to be muted. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we got multiple different things going on right now. We're on multiple different platforms all at the same time. And and I'm working a whole bunch of different angles, guys. We're out and about trying to deal with some buses out here. We got wildfires all over the place, and we have a lot of buses out here that we had to deal with. The last time we was out here, we lost some buses, and the crazy thing is the insurance company, they are. That's why we started our own insurance plans and setting up our insurance setup that we have, because a lot of the insurance companies are not paying out. So if you lost your vehicle or lost a car, especially if you have multiple cars, they'll try to enact a clause in your insurance plan that it's not, it's not cool because they're not wanting to pay. So that's just a horrible, horrible thing. Um, okay, I'm gonna try to activate my. Uh, I'm gonna try to activate my chat on here so that I can talk with y'all. We've been out for a couple of days, guys. I think some of you all were here. I don't know how many people is in right now, but whoever was here on Friday, I'm pretty sure y'all saw when I was trying to activate and get the screens uh, activated on the other one. It literally, when I reset the system mobily, and you're not supposed to do that. So, because I'm thinking, I'm doing something slick, and I know what I'm doing. I got it. But you're not supposed to. Hey, okay, here we go. There's our chat right there. Hey, Miss Verlene. Hey, Miss Vernique. What's up? What's up? What's up, bus? We got buses in the house, guys. We got our bus chat on. Hey, Shanae. What's happening, Shanae? Miss B, what's up? How you doing? Okay, Gary O, what's up, Gary? All right. I don't think. No, I'm not in the studio. Right, I'm still out of town. We're trying to get these buses dealt with right now, and we got wildfires everywhere, so we're having a hard time with it. Um, but the the situation for last week, because I missed a couple of days because I wasn't in the studio. I couldn't do a hard set. Nobody has keys or access to my suite, so nobody could get into my office to reset the system so it activates. So we had to wait until I got back into town yesterday, and then I reset the system and then flew right back out. So um, I came in, handled some business, and then flew right back out to deal with this craziness in California. So, but we got the system back up. So now I'm able to. Thanks, Marv. Now I'm able to go live again. Yeah, it was. Now I know it's just learning the system, because we have so much security that we put in place. We put a lot of security in place on this thing, and on our school system, and on our internal system. It's a lot of stuff that we have in place to make sure that it's secure. And guys, I mean, it's pretty robust. I have to say, I'm impressed, because it's it does not play around. So with that, I tried to reset the system remotely, and you're not supposed to do that. It doesn't like when a outside source, even if you're logged in, or if you it's somebody that with admin controls or any type of authorized access to the system, that's fine. But you can't make in-house changes to the system. So if you're in front of the system, you're sitting right in front of the machine. That's the red dust that we saw. Y'all see that? That's the red powder we was looking at that they was there. That is what do you call it? That's a fire deterrent, and that stuff is stinky. But they'll spread that out and they'll drop it all along the ridge line to stop the fire from spreading. And if you drop it in the right area, if you drop it in the right way, it'll smother the fire that is dropped on, and it'll deter the rest of the trees and the foliage and stuff. See how they're dropping it, not on the fire, but on the grass line. Can y'all see that? They're dropping it on the grass line and away from the fire. That's so that the grass and the trees and stuff does not catch on fire. So it's a deterrent powder. It's not like water. They've been dropping water all morning, but this is a deterrent to stop the fire from spreading across this line. So they're hoping that works. But if the fire is hot enough, it'll burn it right off. But if the fire's not that hot, it'll smother itself out. It'll basically act like a deterrent, like a fire extinguisher, and smother it out. It won't allow it to pass this line. But you have to have enough of it out there, and you have to have it placed in the right way. Otherwise, it'll just creep right across this line and just keep spreading, and it'll come right into the city. So everybody's moving their stuff out. We're moving all of our stuff. Everybody with businesses, we feel for everybody out here, and we're gonna be leaving and getting out of town here. If not tonight, tomorrow, and then coming back. But I have to secure this stuff because there's a lot of money being lost out here, and some of the insurance is not picking it up. So I have to be on site to actually take video, be in place to actually show that, look, here's the owner here that's actually seeing that this is a real thing and it's happening for real. It's not just somebody saying, hey, they're just doing a money grift, or they just trying to collect on insurance or something. No, this is a real thing, and there's places being burned down. And then some of these areas, they're not allowing us to get back into. So there is a manual evacuation that's in place, and it's mandatory. So a mandatory evacuation in the cities where the fire is creeping and crawling towards, you can't move your stuff out. So they tell you to pack light, get what you can, and get the stuff out. But they're not letting you bring in moving trucks and bring heavy equipment in and haul out all your stuff. So that was a pretty big problem because people if your house is about to be burnt down to the ground, if your business, which a lot of my guys barbershops and their beauty salons and stuff are about to be burnt to the ground, if they don't contain the fire, it's going to be burnt to the ground. Okay, so they're wanting to get their stuff out, but the police is not allowing large trucks and moving trucks and all that stuff into the area. So you're pretty much stuck, with the inevitability of your entire livelihood and your life literally being burnt down to the ground. And it's a slow crawl. It's not like last week where it just engulfed everything and it came really, really fast. This one is spreading fast, but it's not as fast as last week. If the winds pick up, then it will turn quite into the pretty much the same situation that they had last week. No, I don't live in California. I live in Dallas, Texas, but quite a few of my guys are out here. Mobalon operators are out here. some of our sponsors and our agents are out here. So as a show of support, we came out to help and make sure that, whatever they can, whatever we can do, we're here for them, because this is going to be a pretty big loss. I mean, if it keeps going in this direction, it's going to be catastrophic. So, and I'm wanting to try to move as much of our equipment out as possible and make sure that we're not, stuck with this loss that may or may not be covered. All other part, no, no, no. They're asking, is insurance like this all over? All they're not. It's not. It's only in the detrimental areas. Like, say for instance, when Hurricane Katrina and the hurricane, what was it, Isa, or Hurricane Lucy, or whatever it was that hit New York a couple of years back, and things like that. Those are catastrophic natural disasters. Okay, when you have something like that, insurance companies almost cannot. When you say they almost, it's like you insure hundreds of thousands, even millions of cars and homes and boats and buildings and facilities and all that stuff. You insure all of those things. Well, if a natural disaster is one thing for a few homes to burn, or a couple of places to get flooded or rained out or whatever, but it's a whole nother thing for cities or an entire state to be flooded out. That's bad. That's extremely, extremely bad. So they will they almost cannot rebound from that because it's too much, uh, and they don't have the monies to pay those types of claims. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with this scenario in this situation with homes and actual buildings and whatnot catching on fire and burning to the ground. That's a lot of property that's burning, and not just burn, not like have smoke damage or something like that. They're burning to the ground. We went across some of these locations, and there was nothing left. There was just chimneys standing, just the brick chimney. That's the only thing that was left, and it was still standing because everything else burned all the way to the ground. 2 and 3 story. These are multi-million-dollar homes burned to the ground. And then some of my guys, a couple of my partners, they had shops that was directly in the line, and they lost everything. It burned to the ground. And we had that, it was last week when we had buses that burnt, and there was nothing left. Even the metal in the buses had the heat, and the fire was so hot that it burnt the metal, and it was just the metal was just on the ground, just creeping along the ground like like melted plastic or melted wax that's just coming down the sideline. We got pictures of all that stuff. It's crazy, and you have to submit that to the insurance companies. But yeah, it's really really it's crazy. It's time consuming. Um, yeah, we're losing a lot of leeway on this thing. But we're on it. I mean, we just that's how life is, and that's how the Lord works. You gotta, when they put tests in front of you, you gotta take those tests and keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. What's up, Dave? Dave, are you here? Because we was looking for a bunch of people that we can't find. If you're here, text me or call on my other phone and let me know where you're at. Because we're here. I'm live right now. I'm out here live. So let me know where you're at if you're still on. I saw you text. Okay, let me pull up my other chat. Yeah, we're gonna be, and it's the smoke, because people underestimate the smoke, but it has chemicals and fumes in here. You can barely breathe because the smoke, when it gets to, it's not as bad as last week, but the smoke when it burns plastics and all sorts of toxic material, that smoke is being put into the air, and I mean it is difficult to breathe. And if you breathe, and if it burns the wrong thing and you breathe that in, that's poisonous. That's poisonous. Can you clear my link? I can't pull up my chat. Hold on, I'm gonna try to pull up on here. I'm on my phone, guys, but I got it working good now. Last time I was telling people, hey Shay, I was telling people that I reset the system. I thought I was doing something cool, and I could reset it mobily, but my system doesn't like that because it's unsecure. You can't you are not you're not supposed to be allowed or able to reset our entire system by remote. You need to be in front of the system so that you can put in your ID, and then it takes a snapshot of who's actually doing it and all of that. And I didn't do it like that. I did it remote, and it just shut the whole system down. And I couldn't reset it until I got back into town. Once we got back into town, we reset it, and then now we're up. But we had to come right back out because of all of this crazy stuff. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's real bad, guys. Is it? That's it. I saw the screen blink. Just turn on how you turn on the chat on here. Okay, there we go. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. What's up, Miss Veronique? I see you there. I see Miss Verlene. Miss Verlene is in. Let's see. Miss Verlene, I think I saw a message from you earlier. Let me see if I can pull it up. What's up, Darnell? Darnell's in the house worldwide. He says, Coach 1000. Old school, what's up, Phil? I think I got a message from you too, Phil. I had to go and check it and see what's all going on. I've just been busy as hell, dog. Just literally dealing with buses that are burning, literally burning, or missing. So we have to take account of everything and then make full reports to our insurance company. So it's not fun. It's not fun at all. And I'm here actually dealing with that directly because my insurance company is not going to accept anybody else making a report this big and making a claim this big unless it's me. So this is going to be real fun to do. A whole lot of fun. But yeah, I got your message. I'm gonna check it when I get back in, unless you got something you put up in here. Okay, I saw Miss Varlene. Yeah, Miss Varlene, your information is there as well. So when I got back in, I neglected. I told you last. I think I told you last week. When I get back in, I'm gonna check it. I got back in and just reset the system. Had a bunch of meetings and then flew right back out, and I didn't have time to do anything that I needed to do. And it's just been ripping and running. Hey Sal, it's just been ripping and Sal, give me a call. Well, you can't call me because I don't have my phone. This is the second time I left my phone, guys. I've never ever I can't recall the last time that I've literally ran off without my phone. I cannot recall in many years. But this is the second time you're doing that this year. This is one month. I I mean, I've been ripping and running. Plus, they're switching me over, so I got a bunch of assistants and stuff like that that's helping me and move me around. And then they're putting security on me and stuff. So I I'm I'm not used to people like grabbing my bags. You know what I mean? And walking with me and stuff. I grab my own bags. I've been doing that since I've been able to grab bags. Damn it. When you've been hands on for your entire life, this is 30 years of me doing business. I've been hands on. I grab my own bags. I book my own flights. I check my own luggage in. I drive my own car. I don't have nobody driving me. I still don't like people driving me. So I do all this stuff myself. But now we're transitioning into a area where I can't do that, and I have to have. But I didn't grab my phone because somebody else is grabbing my bags and stuff, and I didn't grab my phone. And well, they didn't grab my phone. So I have to kind of make that adjustment to where I still am able to check and make sure I have all of my stuff. But that's crazy. That's a real. I've never ever would have thought, that that all transitioning in life into a stage where it's supposed to be a era of you're going into a stage of privilege or what have you, but then you're not really used to that stuff, dude. I mean, it's not really a thing that you're going to be I'm trying to, yeah, I'm switching it over now. I don't have the buses. The bus chat was up and now it's back down again. So I don't see anybody on there. See if you can check it. I'm talking on my headphones, guys. To my agents that's helping me out on this system. Okay, but I can see my chats on Facebook and YouTube and the other stuff. So no, that's the fires that's going on in California. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on out here. We're on the other side. We're not directly in the path, but if it moves to the right, if you see the screen right now, right here, let me see if I can scroll it. There we go. If you can see to the right, if this fire right here moves to the right, then it'll be headed directly into our path, and the wind patterns is shifting this direction, so it'll be headed directly into the path of of uh, of Palisade. Hold on, let me see, because they should when they do that. Let me see if I can turn it up.
So really, the only way people are going to be able to get around this is going to be the 14 freeway. You're going to have to take that 14 northbound and then go city streets to try and get back to the 5 freeway or use Angeles Crest.
And how are you preparing at this point? This has been going on since 10:30 this morning. We have seen this explode to more than 8,000 acres. What are the concerns for you as you are looking at the roads and how this is impacting the communities and your
it is really, really bad.
Yeah, our main concern is just
they shut down the freeways going down in that
not having
direction.
people drive through this smoke at this time because it's really affecting drivers' visibility, and we don't want anything worse to happen from it.
I'm trying to see what direction it's
Had
coming
any reports
to.
today of anybody being uncooperative to this situation?
Not at this time, no. I believe everyone.
Y'all excuse me. I'm trying to see what's going on.
So people are understanding of what's going on.
No, that's good. Have you helped with the evacuations at all?
Yeah, Palo Alto
But I know
and Palisade.
New Home DC officers as well as Antelope Valley DC officers are out there assisting with evacuations and closures.
Now, we've seen the closures expand.
No,
First it was
this is a
several
mandatory
areas
evacuation. That dude told us we can't even go in because my boy Shop is over there.
Is
He
this
said
where
they can't even go back into the
pull,
city.
or are you looking at any kind of broader closures in the imminent future?
Anything is possible. The 5 freeway, I mean, that's pretty major that we have to shut down such a large portion of the 5 freeway.
Yeah, the 5 is shut down too.
This is a fluid situation, so we will move where the fire is and go from there.
Okay.
There's also additional closures.
Thank you, Shay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Vernique.
Like I can say, on the other side of
We're-
the mountain.
I don't know what they're gonna do. See, this is the city. Y'all see the city right here? This is where it's headed right now. This is where we are.
Lead to the other side of the mountain.
Okay, that would be basically.
So
kinda
the fire's
essentially
right
the
here,
state area.
and it's
What about
creeping and
farther
crawling
south?
this direction. See how the
Santa
wind
Clarita
is
area.
blowing
Everything okay
the
there
smoke
now?
this
For the moment?
direction?
Yeah.
This is
Santa
the direction
Clarita,
the
that-
fire is
that
headed.
5 freeway closure at,
So they're evacuating
New Road.
Okay, so that's the farthest
everything in this area.
point south that the exit is closed off.
That is correct.
And aside from watching.
Yeah, she just said they shut down the fire. We knew that, but they're going to shut down the other direction too, so nobody will be able to get in or out. So if you're in this area, you will be stuck in this area. So, and then they're not letting anybody to come. They're not letting anybody else inside this area. Thank you, Barnes. B. Barnes. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're holding steady. I got so much stuff that I got to do. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because I'm being held up. So, I, but it's just a matter of getting it done. I had plans on all kinds of things to be executed from here, but when you're nationwide, because we're not just local, we're not in just Dallas, Texas. This is where I'm at, where I'm from. We're not just in Dallas, Texas. We got buses that fly out that we roll out to all over the place, and this year we're about to send buses for the first time. We're going to send buses overseas. So, and I have no idea what's going to happen from that. We're literally playing things by ear. So, but I ain't scared. We gotta do what we gotta do. We just gotta do what we gotta do. Um, I don't have that on here. Okay, thanks, old school. Old school. I got. I was supposed to call your guys. I was supposed to call your guys right before we left, and the whole show went down, and then we were in crisis mode from there, and I couldn't get nothing going, and I had them on my schedule. I had them on my schedule to get done, but I couldn't get anything done. But I do have them on my schedule. They're yeah, they're on my priority list. Fire's been going on for 2 weeks. Does Dallas still have snow? No. Well, we had snow, but they said yeah, the temperature was super cold, and um, I know Louisiana had like 7 inches, 7 to 8 inches of snow, and Louisiana's right next door to Texas, so um, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to ask my daughter now because they're in Dallas. But I don't think that it's bad like it was before anymore. Shit, that's where we need some snow. They said we need snow in California. Yeah, that's where we need snow. We need snow out here. Snow ain't nothing but frozen water. It'll come down on this fire, then we'll be good to go. It's just like raining on it. No, I'm gonna head out of here in probably about another 2 hours, and then we're gonna get back into it, man. The smoke and everything out here will make you just be gagging, coughing. Give me two more. Let me see who that is. Uh, Let me see who that was. Somebody asked me a question, but I didn't. I scrolled past it. Yeah, the bus chat is up now. So if you got anybody on the buses have anything to share, any chats, any information you'd like to share, or questions or whatnot, you can do that on the chat now. I can see it. Anybody on the? Yeah, I know it. I know it. My moderator is saying, are we doing our advertising for our social media? Not yet. We're going to do that, and hopefully in the next couple of days we'll do that. So we'll get a lot more people coming into the show via social media. We've been concentrating on the buses, which we got real good engagement now, and then we're going to go into promoting on the social media. And I want all of my moderators and everybody in place before we go there, because when you go on the internet, that's a whole nother party, and you got to be ready for that. And then we had our TikTok accounts. We're setting those up now that it's no longer banned. They were planning on banning TikTok, which they did. They banned TikTok on the 19th, and it did go down for a few hours in our account, and everybody's was down. And then when the new president came in, he put a executive order in place that that suspended the ban. So now they're back up and they're running. So we're shifting um, a lot of the advertising dollars that we were taking out of TikTok back over to TikTok, and then we're creating the accounts for those as well. No, it was banned for. It was banned. Well, it was hell. It was banned for what, 2 years? They did they held the hearing in Congress and the Senate, and they said that they had deemed that they were held by China, and China was spying. They was using the app, the TikTok app, to spy on Americans. But the problem with that, yeah, and then they banned them. But the problem, no, see no, the ban does not go into did not go into action, or did not go into effect then. That was 2 years ago. It didn't go into effect then. They gave them a year to find someone to buy TikTok, and then once they found someone in America, a company in America to buy TikTok, then they could continue to operate in America. But the owners and the CEOs said that they're not doing that. They said we're not going to be bullied by America to sell our company when we're doing so well, basically. So then the time rolled out and it elapsed, and they were scheduled to be completely banned by the 19th of this year. And the 19th rolled around, and sure enough, the ban went into effect, and they had to shut down. Now the crazy thing was, because we have accounts with TikTok and the subsidiaries, but the crazy thing was Donald Trump likes TikTok, and he doesn't use it, but he likes it because he has a lot of fans on TikTok. He has a lot of engagement on TikTok with the young folk. So they told him that it would be advantageous for him to save it. So he came in and he put an executive order in, and he saved TikTok. So after they went down for a couple of hours, the executive order came into play, and then that brought them back up. So now they're back running now. And yeah, it said that Marisha, is that Marisha? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. They said that, but nobody knows. I mean, it just depends. She said that Mark Zuckerberg is talking about buying TikTok, and another guy. Who was they talking about? Hold on, let me look it up. It is important to a certain extent because we advertise on it and we use it for Mr. Beast. They said Mr. Beast was talking about buying TikTok as well. So yeah, it's we're all over the place, guys. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen, and when it does happen, trust me, it's gonna be crazy. I did see that coin, Brian. I did see the Trump coin, the cryptocurrency. We have our own cryptocurrency. I showed you guys that before. We have our own cryptocurrency, the Mobalon cryptocurrency. That's launching this year as well. But yes, he launched his own cryptocurrency. I actually own some of it. So yeah, we bought some of it. It actually appreciated and made some money off of it. But we don't know what's going to happen. I didn't buy it to invest in. I just bought it because things is happening. It's conversation starters and all that type of stuff. So it's some crazy stuff. Do you? Okay, if y'all gotta, yeah, you gotta hold up till I get back, because I'm the only one with access to the login and the email. So if you haven't got an email to log into the school, you'll get one when I get back in. I'm flying back tomorrow or Friday. So depending on how we can get all of our stuff done out here, then I'm coming back because I got a lot of stuff I got to do. And I got contracts that are hold up right now, and people that need to be paid, and they can't be paid until I sign checks and stuff, and I can't sign out here. So yeah, it's a bunch of stuff going on as we kind of is in a headache box right now. I'll try to pull it up. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. I think they're ready to go. Let me go and check real quick. I'll be right back to see if these cats is ready to roll out. Because I know they have a system out. Yeah, if y'all got questions, y'all can put them in there. Hold on, real quick. I see buses out here, but I don't think anybody is in them. They just parked them, getting ready. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. The Hair Art Network is finally introducing the tools that are used to create those wild and awesome barber etchings and hair art designs. The new Hair Art Stencil Kit. Go to www.mrhairart.com to purchase your very own Hair Art Stencil Kit. Mr. Ronnie Mack, also known as Mr. Hair Art, has created this product just for you. Inside this kit, you'll find the tools you need to create your own fabulous works of hair art. From the clear, durable stencils to the color pencils and hair art spray, everything you'll need to make more money easier and faster, whether you're amateur or professional.
To order this hair art stencil kit or any of our hair art products, call 1-800-406-7711, or you can order online at www.mrhairart.com.
Order now and get in on the new, more profitable world of hair art. All right, hold on. All right. Oh. All right, guys. All right. So, yeah, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna put a schedule up online for activation. You guys will be able to log in. Y'all remember my guest link. Y'all will be able to come in on the show and talk with me directly. I mean, you can talk with me now via the chat. And if you have anything personal to talk about, you can use the personal direct chat and chat with me directly. But we're bringing the guest chat online on this system, so you'll be able to call in and talk with me directly. Who is this at my door? Hold on, guys.
This is the town of Riverton, New Jersey. A rather historic town it turns out to be, for here is held the first public showing of the world's first mobile barbershop. Rural sections and heavily concentrated new housing areas are among potential stops for the hair cutting at your door service. Little shavers meeting the barber man in his one-chair traveling barbershop, complete with hot and cold running water, electrical current, and all the excitement of something new. Gee, it's like being first in line for a World Series, getting the very first haircut in the new barber shop that's got wheels and all. He's finished now, and it's a swell haircut. Maybe he'll even give us a ride.
Okay. All right, guys. They are ready. They're waiting on me now. Okay, so I told them we only have a couple of more minutes left. So what what we're gonna do, everybody, we got my schedule we're gonna be putting up online at mobalon.com. We got a lot of stuff that's already happened since the first of the year. I got to bring you guys up to speed on that. Then we have a ton of things that are going to be rolled out in the next couple of months that I want you guys to be a part of and actually get on board with. My my millionaire program, we're bringing that up to speed. We do not have 100 people yet. Some people that are on there are secured, but some people we have to, because we do evaluation to make sure that the people that are in the program are certified people, the people that are good to go. You can't have people that are not willing to do the work and actually, follow instructions in this program, because then that's basically like looking for a free meal, just Cadillacing and cruising, and then you get $1 million for doing nothing. We can't have that. We gotta literally, put in the work. I don't mind paying the money, but I'm gonna pay it because, we fell short. If we fall short, then I'll pay the money. But I'm not gonna pay it because you did nothing. So we had a couple of people that were showing signs that they didn't want to, do the work, or didn't want to actually be a part of that whole thing, which is weird to me. Who doesn't want $1 million? That's crazy. But anyway, So we'll put those that information up, and I'll be contacting people as we go. We're very, very close. We just had a setback with these fires and the snow. Imagine that, guys. The snow set me back first. Then we had a storm set me back, and now we got fires setting me back. What is going on? This thing is crazy. And then with our new president coming in, I had to make a bunch of adjustments. Guys, if y'all have not made adjustments for the new administration that's coming in and what they're going to be doing, I suggest you do so, and I suggest you do so as soon as possible. And I mean very quickly. They're going to be changing a lot of things, a lot of things. So if you have not made the appropriate changes, I suggest you do that very, very soon, because it's going to be something quite different. Who is this? Miss Marlene? Marlene, what do you say? Okay, so haven't sent email to me yet. No, I haven't been. I haven't been when I was back in the office, because I did come back to the office, but I just reset the system, and then we had to leave right back out. So I didn't get a chance to do anything that I wanted to do when I came back to town, when I came back to Dallas. But I'll be back either tomorrow or Friday, and that's getting all of my students and everything covered is on top of my list. So I got to get all of that done, because right now we're going to have a load of buses that come in, and I got to have people to put on those buses. And right now the school is behind. The school is very, very behind because of we've had to pull people out of buses, and my sponsors have been kicking people out of the school that they didn't like, people who had bad background stuff, and people who were showing signs that they were unreliable and stuff. So they had been giving refunds and kicking people out of the program. And there's nothing I can do about that, because we're using their money. So if they don't like you, or if there's an issue, if we can't fix it, meaning I contact you and say, hey man, this is what's going on, this is a problem, da 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 da. If we can't fix it that way, then yeah, they will put you out. They won't just kick people out of the program. You have to have done something pretty severe, because they're basically going over my head and saying you're out. So you'd have to have done something pretty severe. So that's what's going on with that. So that basically, I'm only saying that because it left a deficit. It basically put us out to where we don't have the next set of buses that came in. We didn't have the proper set of students to come out of the school and get into buses. So that means we have a surplus. That's not good. So now we're kind of scrambling to get people done, and then plus we've been behind on the school, and that's not good either. So either way, we have to make arrangements. Did this thing go live? Hold on. I think it went live. So we're working on just as much of the stuff as we can, lining it up and hitting you guys. But Miss Verlene, I think what were you waiting on? Were you completed on your deposit, or was you waiting on? I think you were waiting on your last amount. I think, because I think I got you hooked up with something, but I think you were waiting on your last amount. I know we have to get that in before we start making the bigger moves. So, but we'll. Okay, hey Sandy, you don't have cloak device on your account. I don't think. I have to. Okay, I see you typing on here. Hold on. I'd have to be back in the office to pull up, because I don't have anybody's accounts in front of me. But I have to. Once I get back in, I'll check that out. I'm gonna make a note right now, so that I can. Okay, wait a minute. See, you have that, and you have one in your. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. That's not a problem. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Matter of fact, if you want to contact the front office, let them know that you talked to me on the live, and that I said everything is fine. You can go ahead and set your account to I think that's level three or level four. You can set your account, and then it'll automatically include everything you need for the buses. Because I don't want y'all rolling around and y'all don't have what y'all need. Just let me know if you're gonna make a claim. I mean, make a claim. I'm thinking about this doggone fires and the insurance claim. Let me know what you need before you make an order, and then that way you don't have to pay for what you're ordering. I don't want y'all paying out of pocket for something that the sponsors will cover. Does that make sense? But you have to let me know first. And somebody asked me about a donation. If you're going to make a donation, don't make your donation direct. Contact me and let me know. I mean, you can if you want to, but it wouldn't be wise because if I put your donation in, it'll show up the same as if you put it in, but you'll get extra credits. Get money matching. That basically means whatever you're putting in, the same amount of money will be matched, and it will go towards your bus. So you'll basically, if you're putting in $1,000, you can put it in by yourself, or you can put it in through the credit card or through the system, and it'll credit your account $1,000, and you'll have $1,000 donation. But if you put it in through me, if you contact me and say, hey, I got a grand, I'm gonna put it in on my bus, I'll put it in through the mobile charities, and that'll get you money matching. So you'll have $1,000 put in. It'll be under your name for the cash that you put in, but there'll also be another $1,000 put in for credit. So you'll actually have an additional $1,000 put in for credit towards your bus. So it gets your bus paid off quicker. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want you to lose that money. And I keep telling everybody that once I'm gonna launch those, everybody, I got 3 texts right now about the stock, the Mobalon stock. That's going to be released in February, but we do have them online right now. It's actually online right now, and people that are doing donations right now, you'll actually get stock in the company as well. So however much you put in, they'll also give you stock in the company. I have to clear that, so I don't advertise it all the time. But everybody that I've contacted, everybody that has called me and said, hey, I want to do a donation, they get their donation and they get the money matching. But then I'll contact and do a stock offer as well, and they'll also get stock in the same amount. So you'll have stock in the company in the same amount that you did the donation. So that's technically 3 times. That's technically 3 times what you put in, but just the 3rd time it's going to be stock. So yeah, and the stock, oh man, when y'all see what we're doing with stock and Mobalon, just think about it. Stock in a company that builds mobile salons, that's launching a mobile salon app, that's doing a mobile salons and a hair art TV channel, that's putting buses out on the road all over the place. Guys, we're about to make history. We're about to make history. It's about to be some crazy stuff. And then I just talked to my guys in Dubai and the UK. That's gonna be, when y'all see what we're doing with our overseas action. Oh, it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. I still got to get with old school and hit them to the game, showing what we got coming up, and make sure that everybody's on schedule so that we can start moving on it. But guys, it's gonna blow your mind. I promise you. I'm promising you from my heart. It's gonna blow your mind. Nobody's ever done this stuff that we're doing. Nobody's ever done. And y'all probably can guess it because I've already talked about it before, but now it's official this year. It's official. Our overseas, I'll just say it like this: the Barber and Beauty Exchange Program, our overseas exchange program. Nobody's ever seen that before. We have investors right now that are looking at all of these locations that they're trying to get into. And that's the tricky part, because we have so many people that's wanting to get in on what we're doing. But because of it being overseas, you have to be careful with different countries. And the new trade agreements that the new administration, the new presidential administration is coming in with, you have to be very careful. and I mean very careful, because he's putting trade embargoes and tariffs, on a lot of these countries. So if you do business with them, it could, it could shine a light on you that you don't want. So you have to be careful with who you do business with and how you do business with them. Even though you're doing something good, they're trying to, they're trying to make a name for themselves. They're out for blood, basically. And when you're dealing with somebody who's trying to, you know, who's trying to, crack some heads, it's going to be pretty bad, especially if you get in the line of fire. So those who are in this game, they'll understand what I'm talking about. So all I do is I try to keep my head down, do my business, and stay on the sideline, because we're neutral in all of this stuff. I keep telling y'all all the time, I'm going to keep telling y'all, we remain neutral. We do not engage and get into the politics with these people. So we ride the line, we remain neutral, and we do our job. But yes, that's going to be extremely, extremely exciting. There's a lot of people that's wanting in on that program, and we're going to break that down. Yes, it's going to be on the website as well. All of this stuff is going to be on the website. We're going to break it all down, put it out there so that you all can see it. And whatever you're wanting to be a part of, you'll be able to contact me or my agents directly and let them know, hey, I want to get in on that. Hey, man, I like this. This sounds good. Hey, man, this right here, y'all doing this? Oh, man, I want this. Y'all will be able to basically pick and choose what you want to be a part of. Yeah, and yeah, just rock and roll with it. Okay, thank you. They're knocking on my door, guys, so I'm gonna have to get up out of here. So listen, everybody just hold what you got. We're dealing with a catastrophe right now, and this natural disaster. We're dealing with that. We're dealing with our buses that's out here. We're dealing with a bunch of other stuff, and we got a new situation that's developing as we speak. So I'm dealing with that as well. So hopefully that's doesn't turn into some bad news or some bad shenanigans that I have to deal with as well. But we just keep our head on the swivel and make sure that we staying up. Y'all know I love going live. I like being on here. I like running my mouth and talking with you guys. Basically talking over the business plan and talking about what we got going on and what we got coming up. And essentially, when you guys are able to come on and be on live with me, and my camera is running, your cameras is running, we can talk with each other and basically share the information, share what you guys are doing in the buses, share what's going on in these events. When we have our events, we got an event coming up next month. We got another event coming up in May. We got several events popping, so we'll be able to broadcast live from those events and show people how what's going on when we set them up and put them out. Oh, it's going to be absolutely beautiful, putting all of these things together for everybody as we actually set it up and then execute all of the things that we're doing for the industry, for the business. Oh, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. Okay, so let me get up out of here, guys. Thank y'all all for coming through. I appreciate everybody. Just hold what you got. Don't slip and fall, guys. You're close to the finish line. So y'all know what I tell. I've had to tell so many people that, and some people, they actually, they can't hold on. I understand that, and everybody has that option to be able to get their money and leave. That you're able to just say, hey man, I'm gonna get a refund. I'm gonna get on out because I can't hold on. I understand that completely. You're able to do that. Just tell me first. That way, because if you go and tell the sponsors, they'll give you your money immediately and kick you out and then put you on the blacklist. I don't want you to have to go through that, because if you're on the blacklist, they will never deal with you again. Anytime you sign up for anything, you won't even be able to rent a bus from us, because we have a Mobalon bus rental program that's coming up this year. They won't do any business with you, and then they'll tell everybody that's in our network that does business with us. They'll literally transmit they call it the blacklist. They'll transmit that list to them. And it's like, do not work with these people. These people are, they're not reliable. They'll jump ship on you. They'll quit on you and all that type of stuff. It's horrible, but I do understand what they're talking about. You don't want to do business with somebody who will basically jump ship on you. You're investing in these people, you're doing what you need to do, and then all of a sudden they get antsy or a little bit nervous or scared, and then they jump ship, which everybody has the right to do. It's just there's consequences to it. The same with us. We can't jump ship on y'all. We have to follow through. We have to say, hey, if we say we're gonna put buses together and put y'all in buses, these are $150,000. Here I come. These are $150,000 buses. You can't go anywhere. And if you can, call me and tell me. Call me personally, and just leave a message. I'll call you right back. If you can go somewhere and somebody will give you a $150,000 mobile slum bus and put you into $1 million program where they're going to cover you to be able to make $1 million out of mobile slum bus, and all you put down is 5 or 10 grand, you need to call me, because I'll sign myself up to that. I'll sign myself up to it. I don't care how long it takes. I'm in. Let's go. Let's get it. $1 million. You know how hard it is to get into something that'll net you $1 million without gambling your life and your blood? No, I'm not having it. So yeah, this is a absolute excellent opportunity for anybody who's wanting to better their lives and be a part of something that's going to change many, many lives. I absolutely love it. But I only say that because if someone is on the fence or whatever, you're more than welcome to do that. You're able to come out. I don't know why you would. Anybody that says, man, I don't want to make $1 million. I don't. All right. You will see us. I tell this to a lot of people. I told this to people before we made our first bus. I said, you'll see me. You will see me. I already had money. So they already had my product line. I already had my merch. I already had all this stuff. So I literally said, okay, well, because they told me I wasn't going to be making buses. That's a hard thing to do. It's very difficult to do that. And I said, well, okay, well, all right, well, you'll see me. You'll see me. And probably about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, when I started making buses, their jaw was on the ground. Their jaw, because I didn't spare no expense. I mean, I spent crazy money on my first, second, probably third bus. I spent unnecessary. I spent unnecessary money on the bus because I wanted to look good. I wanted to operate correctly. I wanted it I wanted to be a showstopper. But it's not the buses that we build. It was just going over the top to be, like the demo buses. And then we had to go, scale back and design the buses to be the starter buses that we put out right now. And then after that, a couple of years later, we say, okay, well, we need to, allow people to design their own bus. And then we'll start them out in the starter buses. Then once they reach a certain level, then they can get into their own bus that they design. Nobody starts out in the bus that you design. You start out in the starter bus so that you can get used to it. You can drive it. You can, because if you wreck it or something happens to it because you're not used to that bus, it won't be a heavily expensive bus. It's not a $150,000 bus. It's a lower cost or lower scheduled bus. It's still new and it's still the same grade, but it's not as expensive as a $150,000 bus. That's the bus that you end up with, the one that you design in the school. So yeah, it's amazing. Thank you. Janice said that's amazing. I love it. Miss Veronique says standing 10 toes, patient is but thank you very much. I don't have no issue with you, Miss Veronique. I'm always, if people who down with me, I'm down with them. And that's why I tell y'all all the time, old school, I see you there, man. We gonna get this thing done. It takes a minute, but hell, everything that's good and good for you is always gonna be a little bit more difficult than something that's easy. The easy shit you got to look out for. You got to be careful with that, because anything that easy, you might want to be careful with that. So thanks everybody for coming through. I'm gonna be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And I'll hit you then. What's up, Cole? I see Cole coming in. Cole, I saw your message too. I haven't had a chance to hit everybody. You might want to go back through and watch the show from the beginning when it airs, because I think at the beginning of the month they're going to start deleting all of the shows and put them all behind a paywall, behind a membership wall, so they won't be accessible to the public. But everybody that's in the groups will have a membership, and you'll be able to access it. But you can go back and watch the show, because I know you were in the group that I needed to reach out to, and I think you were asking about. I remember somebody that was telling me something about the bus. That may have been somebody else that was telling me about the bus. One of their buses caught on fire, and they were not in California. I was like, "What the hell?" I had a message to somebody saying the bus was catching on fire, and I thought it was you, Cole, but you're not in a bus yet. So I was like, "Well, let me reach out, let me call them," because I get my people mixed up all the time. But I remember when I looked at your message, you were saying something about the fast track program. The fast track, real quick, guys, because I got to get out of here. The fast track program is, if you go on to Mobalon.com and click on the application, at the top of the page there's an application. Click on it and it'll tell you about the fast track program. Because a lot of people have been contacting me saying, "Hey, how do I get in the fast track program?" I say, and I tell them the fast track program is very expensive. It's a $25,000 program. So your $5,000 will go in as your deposit, and you're basically putting another $20,000 in to your deposit. It's still a deposit, and it still goes towards your bus, so you don't lose anything. You don't, you don't lose any of your money or anything. It just goes towards your bus. But it's basically saying, "Hey, I'm down. I'm in this thing. I'm hardcore. Let's go. Let's get it. I believe. Let's rock. So." Once we see that, and we see that here goes somebody who's definitely serious, they put 25,000 in on this bus, then we assign them a personal assistant. So it's an instructor that actually works with you. You have their personal phone number. You can reach out and they walk you through the whole system. So you get done with the school extremely fast, because they're basically checking. They have the authority to check your your assignments, to move you from course to course. They have more power than I do when it comes to the school, because they went through the fast track program. That program is through the sponsors. Okay, they're the ones who authorize that. So, and they don't have a lot of fast track assistance, but when it's not a lot of people out here, or bars and styles that have $25,000 that they can just throw at this program. But there are some. There were more than what I thought it was, because I didn't think there was anybody that's going to put $25,000 down. But we did have quite a few that actually came in and said, "Look, man, I want to get in and get out. So here go my money. Let's go." So, and then there's some people that are actually working their way up towards $25,000. I know Jamie is almost there. Felicia's almost there. And I've asked them to make sure that it's okay for me to say their name when they're reaching their mark. Miss Veronique is almost there. Mr. Ed is almost there. There's several people that's almost at the $25,000 mark to get on the fast track program. So once you hit it, you get a personal assistance, and they literally work with you directly to get you in and out of the school. And you're literally in and out of the school in less than 30 days. So that's what a lot of people do. We can't afford to do that for everybody. That's a personal person that literally works with you day and night. Whenever you need them, whenever things starts getting slow, they work with you to speed it up and get you what you need to get on through there. But yeah, that's an expensive program. I had the ability, I think I was telling a couple of people, I had the ability to take deposits on that program, on the $25,000 program, which you would only be putting down a couple of grand. I think it was like 3 or 4 grand, maybe $5,000 if you hit 10. Then it's like the doubling program. It's like the money matching. So if you had 10 grand in, we're able to stretch it to 20, and then we put your 5,000 on top of that. Then you're in. You're in the fast track program. But that's with sponsor money. But you have to have your monies in. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. They said, "Well, we're over time." It didn't turn off. No, it didn't beep or turn off. Hold on, guys. The show was supposed to beep and turn off, but it's still running. I hope it's still running, if I'm not talking to myself. Hold on. Let me see here. I was gonna just turn it off, but now I'm interested to see why it didn't turn off. Cause it is seven. It's 7:07 right now. I didn't even see it. It was late. Hold on. I see old school said truth. Um, let's see. I see Miss Veronique. Okay. Miss Veronique said it is. Okay, so I am. I'm still live. What is going on? Okay. Barbara says she can still see me. Okay, I'm still live. They told me it was gonna turn. Oh, you know what I did? I reset the system, guys. Oh man, I sure did. It reset all of the settings, guys. Okay, I'm gonna pay for that one. Y'all remember I told y'all we're locked in with our new sponsors, and they're going to be putting the show up and making putting it on the air, and we have to stick to a strict schedule, 30 minutes. That's of 1 hour. That's it. We can't be going over because it's supposed to have a time limit, and then if we go over, it'll cut the show off. So they put a time restraint on it, so it automatically cut off, and I won't be going over, and it'll automatically turn the show off. That's a setting that was in the system before I reset the system when I came back to Dallas. Oh man, yeah, I did not. I didn't even think of that. I did not think until now because this is my first show. This is the first show of me back on the air. This because I haven't been on the air for since I reset the system with the security measures in place. It knocked everything out, and the whole show went off. The whole system went offline because that's a security measure. If our security system thinks that there's a threat or someone trying to hack into the system, it'll take itself offline. And there was nobody in my office or had access to my office to be able to go in and reset it because I was out of town. So when I got back into town, I just reset it. I didn't think to put all of the settings in place. Yeah, I didn't think of that at all. That's going to be on me. I'm gonna have to take the hit for that. Yeah, they're not gonna like that at all. And I won't be back until tomorrow or Friday. So you guys remind me, Miss Vernick is still in here. Miss Vernick, remind me don't go over tomorrow because at least I can end the show on time and I won't go over and they won't be that mad at me because right now I done went over 10 minutes. So yeah, that's gonna hit me. All right, let me get up out of here, guys. Thank y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming in. I told y'all I like doing my show. I like talking with y'all and kicking it. We have about 110. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6, 111, 12, 112 people in. So that's a little audience. You talk to people. Y'all know I run my mouth. When y'all got a little audience, you talk to folks. And then they said when we do our social media promotion, they said it can go over 1,000 people that comes in and watches the show. And I was like, oh man, that's gonna be hard because y'all know I run my mouth and I'll be kicking and enjoying myself, talking to y'all and telling y'all about what's going on and all this stuff. Yeah, y'all gonna have to keep me keep me on track. All right, guys, let me get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for coming in. I'm Ronnie Mack on the Shops and Salon Network, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself. And if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobalon.com, mobalon.com, and sign up. The application is at the top of the page on the right-hand side. Click on it, fill it out, and submit it back in. If everything is good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please donate. We have 3 charities now that's up under a main charity, so you don't have to go to each one of them. You can just go to Mobile Charities, mobilecharities.org, and you can donate one time, and it actually goes to all of our charities. We're going to be listing all of our charities on the main charity website, mobilecharities.com. We'll be listing all of our charities on there. So you're giving once, and it goes to all of the different charities. So that's going to be awesome. All right, guys, thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Everybody remember our motto, respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.